So MU has basically crossed the 1 trillion market cap and is now gapping up even more. It probably goes over 1,000 very soon, if not today. But what I am going to talk about is a stock that nobody's really paying attention to. You see, the reason MU is running so far and so quickly is because of memory bottleneck when it comes to AI in general. Well, there's a stock that also has a lot of bottlenecks. There's electricity, storage, and cloud. There's so many things going on with this particular stock that it is very underrated. And one of the things that I tweeted out for this particular stock is that it has the potential to double, if not more, from where it is currently at right now. And when people notices this particular stock, they're gonna go crazy. The stock I'm talking about is IREN. IREN. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you exactly why I am bullish on IREN. I'm going to give you my full technical analysis behind this company, behind the stock and the chart that the stock is currently showing. And then finally, I'm going to talk about my price target for IREN. I'm going to give you what strike prices, option strike prices I am buying, and the expiration date that I'm going to be taking for this particular stock. As you can see, I already have a very tiny position that I bought for June 18th expiration. This one was just a position that I wanted to stay in on. I think I'll make money on this very easily, but I also just want to buy more. You can see I have a lot of other positions here, but this one in particular I think is very likely going to see a big move when everybody in the market starts paying attention, especially after MU slows down, which by the way, I'll probably be making a lot of money on MU. If you're wondering where I'm taking this position, this is my challenge account that I started on May 4th. It's been a little over 3 weeks, I believe. And yeah, on week 4 we're already close to 6,000. I think we're going to be up more than that because MU is gapping up like crazy. So I'm probably going to be close to 7 or 8,000 by the end of this week, maybe even 10,000. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, we've been playing the market perfectly. There's been a ton of profits across the board from members. One of my members wrote, "You're changing my family's life," which is amazing to see. He's doing better than me in his account. Like my challenge account is at 6,000. He's 3,000 more than that, so he's doing even better than I am. There are folks here making 15K in a single day. I mean, it is a lot of profits being thrown out there. And yeah, if you want to get in, well, there are links in the description. Go check it out. And if you want to get some free alerts, there's my X link in the description as well. I post a bunch of free alerts in X pretty often, almost every day actually. In fact, it has been pretty much every day since I've been posting on X. And I've been giving out like free alerts, free shout outs to stocks that I really like. And you get alerts pretty early. Like I talked about Joby, and Joby ran up to 50%, so on and so forth. And you can see and track the the progress. I alerted Cat yesterday, Caterpillar, and that one is doing very well. So yeah, just check it out, link in the description below. But with that said, let's get straight into the stock on the board here, the big one, the IREN. So IREN is doing very well in aftermarket. It's already at 62. It had a pretty nice drop here. I took it when it was around like 54. It ran to 65. I was up a lot of profit on my one contract play that you see over here. I was up a lot on this. I was actually up a lot on this. I chose not to sell it because I thought the potential here was a lot. So the stock dropped, right? And that's fair. Stock dropped, no problem. I am going to buy more. Then I decided to do some more fundamentals on it, and I see that there is a lot of big names not only partnering with IREN, but investing in it. And it's very important. So one of the big names is Dell. And you see, IREN recently decided to partner with Dell and get a purchase agreement of $4.4 billion worth. Now, here's the funny thing. This company is a 21 billion market cap. That's that's crazy. Okay, that's 20% of the market cap in just order itself, right? 4.4 billion. It's like 20%, which is very good because what they're saying here is, and again, this is very recent, so May 26th, so it just happened yesterday. So IREN today announced it has entered into a purchase agreement with Dell for air-cooled Blackwell systems to service its previously announced 5-year 3.4 billion. So they had this, and then they increased it by another 1 billion. That's a massive sign, by the way. That is incredible. That means that the demand here is so much that they need IREN to help them with the bottleneck. It is that much more important. And what's going to happen is in the next couple of months, you're going to see more of these, partnerships and deals because companies are going to need GPUs. AI needs GPU to operate. So they're going to need IREN and its infrastructure to help it grow. And in this case, Dell is the one that's requiring this, GPUs, the servers, the storage, the networking, and all of these features, all of these infrastructures that IREN provides. It's very, very important. In fact, one of the things I tweeted was this. When it came to IREN, I tweeted this, and the reason I tweeted this is because I thought this was very, very important. So what I said here was that MU takes care of the memory bottleneck, while IREN takes care of the power, the data center, the compute infrastructure, which is very, very important, AI cloud, and GPU cooling bottlenecks. GPU cooling is what Dell is currently trying to, Dell is trying to get help of the air cooled Blackwell systems. IREN provides it, so they went and increased the dollar amount because they need it. Very good sign, right? The other thing that you will notice is this, and this is one that I caught my eye the most yesterday, is that BlackRock, which is a big, big institution, by the way, very big institution, just reported a 600% increase in ownership of IREN. These large institutions and hedge funds that manage billions and billions of dollars don't just buy a company because they feel like it. Okay? They know something. They have a thesis and they know something. They bought 4.4 million shares of IREN, valued at $152 million as of March 31st. Very important. This shows interest, institutional interest on IREN, which is a $20 billion company. This is a very good sign. I mean, I think we're in the early stages of IREN going up. I think IREN could easily double, and we're going to look at the technicals of it and where I think it's going to go. But these are just some of the basic things that I noticed that when doing a little bit of fundamentals makes you question why this stock is not already going crazy. And again, this is one of those things where when people realizes it and when they notice it, they're going to go in on this and they're going to start pumping it, and we're going to be in early on this stock. Now, if we go to IREN and we look at their chart, there's a lot to be desired here. I mean, this is amazing. Like this can go massive, and the setup here, for those of you who know, can easily visualize it, is beautiful. But for those of you who don't see it, I'm going to explain to you what this is. Well, so IREN had a massive run, right? You can see IREN went from $10 back in July 2025 all the way up to 77. Big run, big move, big pace. Then it went on a period of big consolidation. It went from 77 almost all the way down to 35, 33, 35. Bounced back to 60, dropped back down to 30, bounced back to 65, and then now it dropped back down to 46, and now it's on its way up, right? First thing I instantly notice is that it's got a very beautiful looking inverse head and shoulder setup. And these inverse head and shoulders are very, very important because what it signals as a technical, chart, in the technical chart, is that this is a bullish chart pattern. and we get our breakout over, I would say, like 65 on this, it should be a very easy run to 77, which is all-time highs. Very easy run. So not only is it prepping a massive consolidation, it's creating a bullish pattern with a potential big breakout to all-time highs. Very, very good. If the all-time high breakout happens, well, guess what's going to happen? IREN is going to run even higher. And in fact, I think IREN is going to break this 77 mark and run towards 100. That is the minimum target I'm giving within the next 1 to 2 months. I think it is extremely doable, especially when people notices this. And people are starting to notice it, but they are going to be chasing this at 70s and 80s for us who are going to be getting in the 60s. Very, very important. Okay? Very, very important. I love this chart setup. It is perfect. We go to the weekly chart. There's a few more things. I mean, the chart gets a lot clearer on the weekly, right? Let's remove all of these lines, and you can see it's a lot better looking on the weekly. On the weekly chart, we have this 65, 64, 65 level as a big resistance. You can also see if we just get rid of this line, that resistance has to break, by the way. The 65 level has to break. But if we draw in nice reversal flag breakout pattern, you can see that we kind of hopped above it. And this is very big because being able to base here is important. Not only do we create a base, we are now downtrend reversing. The only thing that is lacking slightly, and I want to see it get better this week and next week, is the volume. I need to see the volume start shifting into the bull side of things. We're still kind of in between bull and bear, but we want to get a lot of bullish flow. And I think that's going to come in as more people notices this particular stock and how good it is. So again, I think the chart setup is brewing. It is building. This all-time high breakout, the last time IREN went to 77 was November of 2025. It's been 6 to 8 months. What is it? 8 months now of consolidation. No, December, 6 months of consolidation. It's been 6 months of consolidation. More than actually 6 months of consolidation. So the point I'm trying to make is the longer it takes for all-time highs to break, the stronger the breakout. The longer the consolidation, the stronger the move. We have a 6-month consolidation. This breakout of 65 into 77 is going to be strong, but the break of 77 is going to be monstrous. It's going to see a parabolic move to 100. Be on the lookout for that. If you don't want to take the risk to go in on a swing, you need to at least be ready to watch this stock every day and do some day trades, because not only are we going to be doing that, not only am I going to be doing that, I'm going to have a longer position and I'm going to be looking to day trade it every day starting from now. And it is just a stock that has the potential. The float is not that much. The market cap is extremely low. I mean, extremely low for what it's doing and the potential it has. So it can easily see. I mean, personally, I think 100 billion market cap is not even like, it's not even that big. It's like barely, it's super cheap. Like this is 21 billion market cap is super cheap. I think 100 billion is also cheap. I think this could easily go to 200 billion plus. Like that's my opinion, but that will take time. However, the way the stock is moving, I think has the potential to run big. There's one more thing, and I didn't mention. I don't know if you guys know, but there is a young dude called Leopold. I don't know how to pronounce his name. The last name, Aschenbrenner. I think I pronounced it correctly. He has called some of the biggest moves in the market as of late. He got SNDK when it was very cheap, and he had a bunch of other ones that went insanely parabolic. He had MU as well. He had Intel and so on. This guy calls some of the biggest moves in his funds, and he turned like a couple, what is it, some $1 million into $1 billion basically. So he's pretty famous right now. He has a position on IREN, and he recently disclosed his 13F form file where we saw what positions he bought and what positions he sold. One of them was IREN. He's bullish on it. So that's also a big thing, because a lot of folks are paying attention to what this particular guy is doing. And it makes sense because he has called some of the biggest runners in the market as of late. So it completely makes sense. So again, I think that IREN is a very under estimated. I think IREN has the potential to run massive, and when I say massive, I mean massive. And my minimum target, my minimum price target for it is $100. Okay, just minimum. That is the bare minimum that I think this stock will do once it breaks 77, and I'm targeting that within the next 1 to 2 months. That being said, there's always a risk, right? However, that's the goal. So for me, what I'm looking for is honestly $100 calls. Very simple. $100 calls, $90 calls, $80 calls, whichever you can get for your buying power. And I wouldn't really go beyond the $100 strike calls. $100 strike calls, minimum 2 months out. Minimum. I think 2 months is a must. You can take the risk and go for some June expirations, right? If we look at it on the option chain, you could go for June 18th expiration. That's fine. It's not. It's what, like 3 weeks from now. I would still consider this risky. If you do go for the June expirations, I think $80 is the maximum you can go for. Like you can target all-time highs. So $80 is fine. I would not go for the $100 ones. I think the $100 strike is really good if we go somewhere around like August. I think August 21st is great if we can get the $100 strike. I think that's a good one. Even just 110 I think is good. But I think I like the $100 strike for August 21st. If we go to even further, let's say we do a January 15th, 2027. I mean, these premiums are super expensive. I'm not going to pay this type of premium. We need more options to be opened. Unless, can I see all? Yeah, I have all strikes and all expirations. We need more options to be opened for us to get it. I would maybe do like the 150 if we had them. But anyways, I think August expiration is good. August 21st, 2026 is good. That's 86 days, more than enough time, I think, for us to get IREN to 100, or at the bare minimum $80. July 17th, slightly risky, but I still like this one. I also like this, and I like the $100 strike premiums for July 17th a lot. So I will likely position for the $100 strike for July 21st. And I may also do some $90 ones because these are also $2. They're not that expensive. So I might also just go for some of these and maybe even one or two of these $80 ones for July. I do, however, like the August one. And for the August one, I may do the 110 or the 100. I think the 90 is a little bit more expensive. I mean, it's not that expensive. It's still fine. But I like the 100 here for $4 premium. Maybe it will be cheaper on a dip. Maybe we can catch it on a dip. But yeah, I'm looking at these expiration dates and those strike prices. So yeah, that's basically it. I think IREN is extremely underrated. I think this has the potential to run very far. Everything looks good. The monthly is insane, by the way. Like, this monthly chart shows us that we need a good 2 months minimum to get those massive runs and the massive spike to 100 plus. The volume looks amazing. The increasing volume every month has been fantastic. There's a lot of demand for IREN. I think that is going to come in the future as more and more of these companies start investing and partnering with them and doing all of these deals. This is a stock you should pay very close attention to. It will make you a lot of money, and I'll be also alerting it with my members in the Discord. Check out the Discord, link in the descriptions below. Prices are very cheap right now. I will be increasing the prices, so get in while you still can, because if you can get in on these prices, you're set. You won't be paying the increased prices that are going to come in very soon. As well as my Twitter, which is linked in the descriptions below. And this broker, you have a QR code as well as a link in the description if you want to use the broker that I use, which is moomoo. I use this broker to do all of my charts and everything. They provide multiple charts for free. You don't have to pay a single dime for it, whereas in TradingView you have to pay money to open up more than two charts. So yeah, just this is a great broker. go ahead. They're giving away up to $1,000 worth of Nvidia shares if you deposit money, so take advantage of that as well. That deal ends very soon, I believe. So yeah, go ahead, take advantage of it, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.